for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sideline. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season. They were dominated last year. Not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
Yeah, and for them, that was a bit embarrassing. So expect them to come back with a point to prove tonight.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Faried and Nurkic in the middle. Will Barton is out there with Moutier, and it's Chandler in at the 3 spot. To the middle, here's Wiggins, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That's good.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Timberwolves have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. They set the pick. Lopez hits it from three-point range. Lopez has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Moutier kicks to Chandler. Pass to Faried. Takes it off the glass.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
The Timberwolves have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. They get it again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
He's off on the second. For Denver, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And stolen by Wiggins. The pass to Martin. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Martin's got his first bucket in this one. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Minnesota?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Count that one. 8 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Martin with the bucket.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Moutier up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to swing.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
Great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Now here's Faried. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Faried's got 6. Minnesota leading by 13. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Denver's head coach had a few moments to share with me. He talked about how much respect he has for Kevin Garnett, saying he's just the ultimate competitor. He's unselfish, plays for his teammates, but we've got to really have our motor revving and play with a lot of intensity. We cannot let him outwork us. Kevin looked for a real physical game.
Thanks, Doris. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Chandler against Martin. Lopez over to help. Lopez with the steal. Here's Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Now here's Lopez. following the miss by Emmanuel Moody. Martin wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
From deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
They were just locked really in a zone from a team defense standpoint, and nobody ever got stuck on an island. There was always somebody providing help, and the communication was tremendous.
And that was the key, Greg, the communication and the teamwork. You can't play good rotating defense if you're not communicating and on the same page. They were doing all of that at a high level.
And here they go. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with 4.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Again, the miss by Chandler. Look at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was a win against the San Antonio Spurs. Shots good. 11 points for Martin.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Shot from 12. Chandler's shot good.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Lopez, no luck.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Chandler attacking. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Lopez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Kevin Martin, the bucket on the assist from Lopez. And it's 13 points for Kevin Martin.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Here's Lopez, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And this, now a list of guys who can shoot it as well as they can pass it. The point guards with the highest shooting percentage in the NBA. Number 1, Ricky Rubio. Freak is second.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, you know, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
Well, you know they're not going to do that, though. I mean, even as deadly as they are from the field, they're always looking to set up their teammates first.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. On the days when he gets going, he can be a huge contributor, and Coach is obviously hoping this is going to be one of those days. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
All right, Doris.
As we get this season underway, let's see how the Timberwolves have done so far in the NBA stats. Tops in scoring, first in assists, and they're also number 1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Muhammad, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Rubio against Nelson. Now the feed to Barton. The basket good off the assist from Nelson.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop. He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
Lopez over to help. Here's Barton, and it's Denver scoring again.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage.
Here's Lopez. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Lopez with the steal. Takes a three. Gallinari with the rebound. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lopez over to help. Gallinari passes to Laverne. Lopez with the steal. Ahead, here's Rubio. Finished off the break.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Now, here is Nelson. Gallinari wide open. And again, Denver no good.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's Lopez from beyond the arc and then some. Lopez has got 19 points.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Here's Barton. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Lets it go with a three. The shot will not go. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Launches it. And again, shot good from Lopez. He's got 22.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Out to the right wing. Nelson, no one around him. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Nelson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. The wide open look here for Lopez. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Barton, no luck.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here's Lopez. This game an incredible scoring display for him. We've got 1:55 left in the first. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Pulls up for three. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Shanks checked in. Minnesota with the ball. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Great open look there. And that's 31 points for Freak.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Now here's Lopez. He's got 31. Now Nelson kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Barton. Lopez with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Lopez has got 34.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
To the right side. Barton, the basket good off the assist from Nelson.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
The shot's good from Lopez.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Nelson dishes to Hickson. No good. Great D that time from Pekovic. Here's Lopez. And another three for Minnesota.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
4 seconds left. And it's Gallinari missing. Up in time. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Mudiay out there with Nelson. And finished off by Martin.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
That's tipped. Lopez with the steal. On up the court. Good. And that's now 17 points for Kevin Martin.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Now here's Chandler. No one near Mudiay as he lets it go. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now Nelson following the three-point attempt by Freak and another miss by Denver. From deep. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got his third rebound tonight. Nelson with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Nelson against Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 8 rebounds in this game. From deep, count the bucket. Lopez has got 45 points.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Here's Mudiay. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Jang, no luck.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Back to Chandler. Lopez with the steal. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Beyond the arc, and he gets the bucket. Lopez has got 48.
Those are starting to add up. Their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Now, here is Nelson. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Pocket 6. From outside the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Lopez has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. They get it back. Nice work on the board. It's paying off at the basket. Jang's got his first points of the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs really lit it up. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Easy.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Lopez. He's got 10 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. He's simply taking over this game.
Doing it all by himself.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Denver also making a switch. Nurkic is checked in.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Lopez over to help. Jang against Fareed. Back to Chandler. Pass to Nelson. Dishes it to Mudiay. Minnesota with the rebound. Lopez has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And that one's good. Wiggins.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Lopez drains the three-pointer. Lopez has got 53.
To be honest, I'm speechless, and that doesn't happen very often. This may be the best shooting performance I've ever seen.
Screen by Fareed. Chandler kicks to Moutier. Shot no good. Good work defensively by Martin.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Moutier passes to Nelson. Lopez over to help. Moutier with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist from Lopez. And that's now 18 points for Andrew Wiggins. Inside, it's deflected. Towns with the steal. And again, Andrew Wiggins.
3 straight hoops in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Yeah, no excuse for giving up the easy fast break baskets like they have. They've got to do a better job of engaging there.
Oh! Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My
Oh.
goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Nelson dishes to Nurkic. Fareed inside. Jang defending. Moutier, no good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Lopez with the ball. Now defended by Moutier. Here's Dang, and again it's Minnesota converting.
Love the work there. They got the most out of that possession.
Now here's Moutier. Not a lot of room. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot. And so a pretty...
Well, Jameer, what?
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already in the first half? Got his team a lot of easy baskets.
He's got great vision, Greg, and he's not afraid to get rid of it early. That's what makes him such a great passer. He doesn't hold on to that thing. He finds the open guy right away.
Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Garnett out there with Towns, and it's Lopez in at point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Ball's knocked loose. Lopez over to help. Nurkic kicks to Barton. Now here's Moutier. From deep three-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Chandler kicks to Fareed. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Garnett, the screen. Lopez passes to Garnett. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Garnett's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Timberwolves. Moutier kicks to Chandler. To the left wing. From outside the arc, Moutier with the basket. Moutier's got 16.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Chandler outside. Screen by Fareed. Feeds it to Barton. Offline with his 3.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Lopez. No good on the 3. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. That's tipped. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Here is the open three to cap the break. Lopez has got 56 points in the game.
Those guys putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Nurkic is screen on Lopez. Mudiay dishes to Nurkic.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
The Nuggets have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And an open path to the hoop there, easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Towns with the steal. Moving it up. Here's Wiggins. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Wiggins has got 26 points. Mudiay passed to Barton. Screen by Nurkic. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And that one's good. Barton.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And that one's good. Lopez has got 58.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Martin kicks to Wiggins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wiggins has got 28.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He is yet to miss a shot.
Lopez with the steal. He dishes it to Martin. Chandler outside. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Chandler's got 9.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Wasted no time on that one. 60 points for Freak.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Mudiay, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
I didn't really expect him to turn it over as many times as he has in the second half. It's caught me by surprise because before the break he only had 1.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Kevin Garnett. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Lopez over to help. Chandler kicks to Mudiay. Off on the layup.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
They get the rebound. Denver's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Chandler with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. And Fareed kicks to Barton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Fareed. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Fareed's got 10 points. For Minnesota, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. And the shot is good.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Fires from 14. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Lopez outside. From the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists tonight. Moutier dishes to Chandler. Lopez over to help. Lopez with the steal. There's the triple. And Kenneth Faried pulls it down. Faried's got his 6th rebound on the night. On the wing, Chandler. Denver passing it around. Nurkic a screen on Martin. Here's Moutier. The Nuggets with another miss.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
He kicks it to Chandler. Inside. And the rejection by Chang. They get it back.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at shot.
Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. So on the floor for Denver, Moutier out there with Gallinari. And there's Hickson. Then there's Kenneth Faried. And it's Laverne in at the power forward position. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. Here's Lopez. Sinks the triple. Lopez has got 16 here in the second half.
Wow. What can you say?
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Now, here is Gallinari. He's tightly guarded, 6 to shoot, and stolen by Barnes. Up the floor, here's Lopez, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Will it go? And it's laid in by Moutier. Timberwolves have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Offensive rebound. The dish to Barnes. Another shot. And it's Lopez. Time on the assist by Barnes. Lopez has got 8 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Hickson, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Lopez outside. Denver grabs the miss. Faried's got 11 rebounds in the game. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. That drops.
And really a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Barnes passes to Payne. Here's Lopez. And it's off from 3-point range. Gallinari with it. He feeds it to Moutier. Back to Gallinari. Releases. Jump shot is good. Here's Lopez. This one for 3, and the shot is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Got a piece of it. Lopez with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team. They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the 3-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
Knocked loose. Pass to Moutier. Out to the right wing. There's Gallinari with the three. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Tries to save it, and so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Minnesota making some changes. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Payne, and Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Barnes. Here's Lopez. Buries the long-range jumper.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his third foul so far. Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Nuggets. Denver with the ball. And Laverne kicks to Johnson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He hits the second from the line. Minnesota shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Here's Lopez. Off target with his three.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Chandler outside. Can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really, they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. And the way they did it in the first half, I think they've got to get back to trying that. It worked for him then. It should work for him now. Looking at the numbers for Wilson Chandler, he has 14 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more. Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Here's Lopez. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Johnson against Lopez. Johnson attacking. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Shoots off the step back, and he hits the jump shot.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Johnson dishes to Harris. Knocked away. Lopez with the steal. All alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Minnesota.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Lopez. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Fires from deep. The shot is off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. 50 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Johnson, the pass to Chandler. And again, Denver no good. and that one's good.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
The shot's good from Lopez.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Garnett. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Back to Johnson. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's Johnson with the assist that time. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Chandler with the steal. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen.
The 2K Sports post-game freak.